Okay guys, I've got a banger for you in this video. We are reviewing the Naoya Inoue and Marlon Tapales undisputed fight that will crown a new undisputed champion at the Super Bantamweight limit. This fight was fought on the 26th of December 2023 for some of you that might have missed it. The spectacle was scheduled at the Ariake Stadium in Tokyo, Japan. We are just about to start the fight with the national anthems and the ring announcements. Okay, thoughts and opinions at the end. Let's get straight into the action.
We ask you to rise for the playing of the national anthems. First the Philippines, followed by the national anthem of Japan.
これより国歌演奏のセレモニーを行います。ご来場の皆様、この有明アリーナの大型ビジョンの国旗に向かいまして、ご起立、そしてご脱帽をお願いいたします。さ
あ、両国国歌の演奏です。
ありがとうございました。どうぞご着席ください。それでは一般財団法人日本ボクシングコミッション萩原稔コミッショナーによりますコミッショナー宣言。
コミッショナー宣言。ただいまから行われます WBA、WBC、IBF、WBO 世界スーパーバンタム級王座統一戦井上尚弥対マーロン・タバレスの12回戦は昨日午後1時規定通り厳重なる身体検査と計量を行い両選手とも全てに的確でありましたので私はこの試合を WBA、WBC、IBF、WBO 世界スーパーバンタム級王座統一戦と認定いたします。2023年12月26日、一般財団法人日本ボクシングコミッションコミッショナー萩原稔。
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Nippon no boxing fan no minasama konbanwa. And indeed, we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ariake Arena here in Tokyo, Japan, for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Ohashi Promotion in association with MP Promotions and Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated. This undisputed world title attraction is sanctioned by the following organizations. The WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, supervisor is Michael George. The WBO President Francisco Valcarcel, supervisor is Leon Panosillo. The WBA President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, the supervisor is Jose Oliver Gomez. And the IBF President Daryl Peoples, Supervisor Ben Kilty, along with the Japan Boxing Commission. Introducing to you our three judges scoring the action from ringside. From the United States, Raul Kais Jr. From Canada, Greg Metcalf. And from the United States, Robin Taylor. And our third man to the ring, the referee in charge, he will be giving instructions after the introductions from the United States, Celestino Ruiz.
ジミレのメディアさんからレフリー、ジャッジの紹介になりました。レフリーはセレスティーノ・ルイス、アメリカです。
Of unified world champions, scheduled 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed Super Bantamweight Championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, it's time for the bout you've all been waiting for, live on Let Me Know. It's go time! Introducing to you first on my right, he is the unified Super Bantamweight World Champion fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with red and blue trim, hailing from Zama, Kanagawa, Japan. He weighed in at 55.2 kilograms, 121 3/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a sensational record of 25 wins, no losses, 22 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight making his 21st consecutive world title appearance and seeking his second undisputed crown, here is one of the acclaimed and renowned stars of boxing and pound-for-pound greats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 4-division world champion, the hard-hitting, undefeated, reigning and defending WBC and WBO Super Bantamweight champion of the world, introducing Naoya, the Monster Inoue!
世界2人目の2階級での4団体統一の偉業なるか、ザ・モンスター井上ですね。
Guys, what an absolutely fabulous fight for all the fight fans out there who wanted to witness what an undisputed contest should look like. All the hype and expectations of this fight played out well. Inoue demonstrated his skill, speed, power and strength and gave us a conclusion to the fight, which he hinted at given that the opportunity presented itself. Now in life, they always say it takes two to tango, and this clause is well illustrated in this particular fight. Marlon Tapales gave us a good evening of entertainment. His efforts bore fruit and we saw Inoue tasting some of that leather. His approach was strategic, at times responsive, but just not quite enough to subdue the actions of the monster. So if we are to understand what actually happened in the fight, well, first off, in the first 2 rounds, Inoue was primarily using his speed to close the distance quickly, land fast punches, and then move out of range as quickly as possible. The intention was not really to hurt his opponent like we know he can, but to either frustrate and open up Tapales, set up counterattacks, and of course, get ahead with scoring punches. Tapales was a lot more tentative during this period, throwing a few punches here and there, but not looking to commit to an assault to demand any real respect from Inoue. In the 3rd and 4th rounds, Inoue began to throw with a bit more power and held his position more often as Tapales moved backward while looking slightly disconcerted by the combination of speed and force accompanying Inoue's attacks. Near the end of the 4th, Inoue managed to push Tapales onto the ropes, and when there was no option for him to go backwards, Tapales dropped to the floor after Inoue landed a deadly salvo of punches. Now this knockdown came at a time when Tapales was making more attempts to attack Inoue and when needed, exchange with Inoue in the center of the ring. In round 5, we saw one of the best action-packed rounds of the fight, with both Inoue and Tapales exchanging powerful shots at close quarters, with some focus on defending and counterpunching. Inoue did show his intent for the knockout by planting his feet and offloading several strong weighted punches. From then on until the knockout in the 10th round, we saw the fight slow down a bit to accommodate a more strategic fight. Tapales adopted a slightly different defensive posture, so from a high guard to a shoulder roll position, and this gave him a few more options to counter Inoue's advances, but these came too few and far in between. Inoue did become more selective about his attacks in response, but did not ease up on the power. Now just a little on the dynamics of the different types of punches, because I have mentioned punches with speed, powerful punches and also strong punches. Now fast, speedy punches normally reach the target as fast as possible, but with little to no force behind them. Good for closing the distance, range finding and setting up counterattacks. Powerful punches balance speed and force and are seen as explosive punches with the right footwork. These punches normally surprise and hurt your opponent. Now lastly, strong punches are forceful punches that carry the full intent of hurting and knocking out the opponent. They are the slowest and normally have a long delay in recovery in between successive punches, and they can tire the attacker out. So this should give you some insight on how to vary your punches over the rounds. Now guys, again, I cannot stress this enough, but we have a new undisputed champion at the Super Bantamweight limit. So for Inoue, he is now joining Terence Crawford in their elite club of 2-time undisputed champions. so holders of all 4 major world titles. And another great stat for Inoue is that it only took him 2 fights in 1 year to achieve undisputed status at Super Bantamweight. So his first obviously against Fulton, and his second this fight against Tapales. Amazing stuff. Anyway guys, that's all for now. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please remember to smash the like button if you have enjoyed watching this particular update. Leave a comment in the comment section if you want to add anything about the new undisputed champion in the Super Bantamweight division, Naoya the Monster Inoue. So until my next one, peace out.